Hi, hello. Welcome to another SkeinyLegend Podcast. SkeinyLegend Podcast. With your host, me, Anna. Hi. Longtime viewers of the pod, we're back at the cottage. This is where I did my first podcast, like 2 years ago. Scary. There is some sort of animal under the cottage. And I can hear it burrowing, and it's kind of freaking me out. So that's cool. But it has been a hot minute, obviously, since I podcasted. But whatever, are we tired of hearing me talk about why I'm an inconsistent podcaster? Like, probably. So I won't. I just felt like podcasting, so I am. Like I said, I'm currently obviously at the cottage, so I don't actually have everything I've been working on with me here. Sorry. So I'm just going to talk about what's here. And when I have access to my other projects, I'll talk about my other projects. But that's kind of the vibe. And I have nothing more to say about that. Okay, what the fuck is under the cottage? It's freaking me out. I don't know. Anyway, it is a gorgeous, lovely kind of day. It's a little overcast now, actually. The sun's gone behind cloud, but that's fine. In lovely Ontario. What's going on with my hair? Don't look. Okay. What else is new? Nothing. Oh, okay. My chaperone socks made it on the hot page for like probably an hour or two on Ravelry, so that was really excited. That was really exciting. Thank you to anyone who shared them on social medias. Much appreciated. It's no longer free, but whatever, hit me up if you want the pattern and I'll send it to you. I'm working on the pink pony socks. I finished them. I don't have them with me here. I will hopefully podcast when I have them later, but I haven't written the pattern, so like it doesn't really matter. And I don't know, I've been working on a bunch of stuff, but I don't have most of it with me. I left it behind. So we'll discuss. But as usual, all I've been really knitting are socks and baby knits. So if you want to hate on that, go for it. But like, this is what brings me joy. But actually, I guess the first thing that I have finished is what I'm wearing right now, which is my Soho top by Kadri. Actually, normally I don't like to wear the things I'm going to talk about because then I can't hold them up and talk about them. So maybe I have been like into the idea of being like a really slick editor. So like, let's see what happens here, okay? Did that work? I don't know. I'm in my Tigger soccer shirt that I thrifted. Whatever. Okay, Soho top. It's technically inside out. If you know that I'm obsessed with my two besties, Sierra and Johanna, that you obviously already know that if you have ever watched my podcast before, but I am. And Johanna knit a Soho top out of this, sent the leftover yarn to Sierra. Sierra knit a Soho top out of it, then sent the leftovers to me, and then I knit a Soho top out of it. And now I own one. I didn't really enjoy knitting this. It's a cotton, this weird like chain cotton. But you're not gonna be able to tell when I like do this. But I was using my Hiya sharps, and I kept like snagging it and like pulling out big old loops of the yarn. Like, so I end up with like a lot of these things, which I don't love, but that's fine. Basically, this is just a garter tank top. It's knit top down. The sun's coming out. Is that going to be an issue? whatever. I modified, it's supposed to be knit in the round. I modified it to be knit flat because like I wasn't in the mood to purl. Normally I don't hate purling, but I don't know if I can handle the sun. God. Do I relocate, or do I just get sunglasses, or do I suck it up? I'll suck it up. Okay, normally I actually don't hate purling, but recently I've decided I hate purling, so I decided not to purl, and then I just seamed the sides using like a little crochet slip stitch seam, just kind of like the ones you'd expect on a ready-made garment. There's another one of these things, like they're all over the place because I kept catching the yarn. But I feel like that was both a good and a bad idea. It was a good idea in which I didn't have to purl. It was a bad idea in that I knit this pretty much exactly to pattern, and I just think it's a weird length. And so I'm wondering if Kadri thought it would stretch out more because it's garter, but then because I put in these seams, obviously the seams don't really stretch that far. So maybe it's not getting the level of stretch I wanted, that she intended, I guess, on the length of the body. So maybe I need to block it. I have blocked it, if we're being honest. It's cotton. And that could help. Also, I think I completely end up having to ignore her rate of increases, decreases. Do I have deodorant all over this? But I'm not stinky, so that's good. But I found the I-cord edging look kind of shit. Like maybe I picked up too many stitches. I don't really know. It's just not the smoothest. And on the bottom, it's maybe been my issue, but I think I ended on a wrong side, which would have been a purl side, and then went into the I-cord edging, but I think I should have done a right side first, so like a knit side, a knit row, and then gone into the I-cord edging, because I think the bottom I-cord just kind of gets lost in the gush of the garter. I think Park and Knit made a gushy garter tank, and now it's all I can think of when I think of garter. I'm gonna like scoop back a little, that way I'm out of the sun. That's kind of a deal. But other than that, yeah, cute, fun, Pepto-Bismol pink. I put in just this little like piece of whatever so I know what the inside is, because it mostly looks the same on the inside and the outside, other than the inside has all my like ugly tails that I've woven in and just looks a little bit worse. So there she is. One day I will meet my internet friends in real life and we will all wear these shirts together, and it'll be really cute and adorable and we'll be unstoppable. But until then, I wear this by myself. I'm gonna change back into it with my fun little editing that may or may not work. We'll see. So stupid. But yeah, that's my only real finished object that I have with me right now. Yeah, so since we last spoke, I finished my Pink Pony Club songs, and then I also like 97, not quite, maybe 90% finished the Ellen's Playset cardigan that I started. I think I was talking about starting it maybe, but I started it and I finished most of it. But I got bugs. So since I mostly finished it, I didn't bring it with me here because I figured that was silly to bring it all the way with me, finish it here, and then just have nothing to knit. So what have I been knitting instead? Instead, I have resurrected from the dead my Sancthens scarf. I just dropped everything on the ground. Okay, everything's fine. One moment, please. Okay, I've resurrected from the dead my Sancthens scarf. Which I was gonna say is getting kind of long, but it's really not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6 pattern repeats now. That's maybe only 1 since the last time we talked. But, you know, she's getting there. It'll be so nice when it's blocked, I think. Can you kind of see it like that? I will say that how close can I get and have it focus? I don't know. The naps look much better on the wrong side than the right side. I don't know why. Maybe when I block it and I can like shove the naps up so they're more proud on the front. I find they just stick out nicer on the back. And I'm like, should I like switch to doing like a reverse nape? But I'm not going to switch halfway through the scarf, which is silly. We're not even halfway. So this is how much I have left right now of my first skein, and I have 2. So I think I'm a little over halfway through the skein, definitely. I think there's more over here than there is over here. So this also has the weight of the needles. My super accurate arms measuring. Whatever, I think I'm about halfway, if not a little over half. So I guess this would be 1/4 of the length, which I think would be good, right? And I think it'll stretch out a bit. Anyway, nothing super interesting. Sank-thin scarf by someone, I don't know, obviously it'll go in the little doobly-doo. And this is knit in a lace weight 2-ply alpaca that I got from Australia. So that's cute, and I'm just working away on that whenever I feel like it, which is not very often, but that was kind of the intention. Was obviously this is a lace weight scarf, so the plan was for it to take forever, and it's just nice knowing that it's there whenever I need some lace to work on. So there's that. Just remembered something else I finished that I don't have because I gave it away. So I'll insert a photo, and maybe I'll like leave the photo there for a little bit. I didn't actually take a photo of the finished thing. Whatever. It's a pressed flowers shawl, but bandana size for a dog. Which is ridiculous, but did I talk that I was going to that Indian wedding? I don't know, I went to an Indian wedding. Did I talk about that last time? I don't know, but I did. It was fun. I'll also insert some pictures of my sick Mendy that I got done, or maybe a clip, whatever. Enjoying that. And the bride and groom have recently adopted a very cute golden retriever puppy named Callie, and so I knit her a little pressed flowers shawl, but like just bandana size, and I just did it until I ran out of yarn basically. And purple was a Trubu purple, and then the pink was that like Pima cotton, Cascade Pima cotton, the same stuff, the same stuff that I'm using for the Ellen's playset cardigan was the contrast pink. Maybe it looks kind of white in the photos, pink, but that turned out really well. I quite like that pattern. I've never actually made it into a shawl, but that's my second bandana kind of size one I've done, and I think it's fun. It's one of those ones you just kind of knit until you're done, so that's nice. Don't swatch. I would just recommend using a size or 2 larger needles than what your yarn calls for, because it is mosaic knit and you're doing a lot of slipping of stitches. Things can get really tight, so it's nicer if you use a larger needle size. You get just a nicer fabric. So yeah, there you go. Cute dog pics, because unlike, oh, that was a big bug. Unlike the typical YouTubers, I don't have any pets, so I can't really pay the pet tax very often, so I'll use and abuse the fact that I knit something for my friend's dog. You guys can all enjoy whatever dog images and pictures that I have included for you. You're welcome.
Anyways, yours.
Already. Not 2 seconds in.
Really? Hey, is that yours?
She's so happy. She's like, this is mine. She said,
Doesn't know what to do. It's like she heard you say this is.
I said this is for Callie, and she went crazy. Say thank you to Anna. Say thank you. Say thank you.
And then also the tulip sweater that I knit for my cousin's baby was received, and it's obviously way too big for the baby right now, but I'll also insert a photo of that. I will cover baby's face in some way. The cicadas are out. Okay, sorry about that. I feel like that's a really irritating noise to hear in the background, so I try to stop, but sometimes I just get carried away and talk through it, okay? We're in the forest. There's noises. So yeah, whatever. Insert photo of baby. I will blur out face of baby to be nice. Okay, so now let us continue, I guess, with the baby knits. So I showed this a while ago, but I had knit this also for a friend's baby. And I finished the matching hat. Finished. I haven't woven in the ends yet. I need to do that. But this will be super cute. I also knit some baby socks, I think. But this was a flax that I put a bear face on, kind of inspired by the Petite Knit teddy bear face sweater. Oh, I think the face on that one's kind of like wonked up, in my opinion. I think my face is cuter. And then just a bear hat. I'm not like overly happy with how I did the ears, but I think it's cute and it's for a baby. So there you go. I need to just finish the end on this. I do think this hat's too big, but like whatever. That's fine. So those will be leaving soon to their respective peoples. I don't know why I pulled these out, but I have brought these socks back into my rotation and I'm just like really happy with them. What are these called? Like twist and turn? Oh god, what are these called? Sorry about that. Okay, I looked it up. Turning point, duh. Ugh, my framing's fine. Whatever, turning point socks from 52 Weeks of Socks. I just was like, damn, I made some knee-high cabled socks. They're sweet. These ones I knit out of drop snored and they're surprisingly holding up okay. I've been babying them a lot ever since I've had a couple incidents with drop snored. But these are 6 socks and I'm just proud of them. I think I was just grabbing knit things and like didn't realize that obviously these have been shown on the pod before and I haven't knit them recently. But there you go. Little fun factor with those. And then, what else am I working on? Okay. These are gonna be my Charlie XCX Brat socks. I've obviously finished this one. It's like literally a vanilla sock, which is so dull of me, but I've done a 2x2 rib, a Flegel strong heel, whatever, just stockinette. This is knit out of Kobasi, that must be right, the cotton bamboo silk blend for socks, and not rayon, and elastane, nylon, some sort of stretch. Elastic, I don't know what they call it, but there's some stretch component in it as well. They're supposed to be like a nice summer sock yarn. Do I talk through the cicadas? Oh, maybe that went away. So the plan is with these is I will duplicate stitch Brat across the 2 socks, so B-R-A-T. At first I thought I was gonna do color work, but I thought that might be kind of hot, like warm. I swear there was no cicadas when I started filming. But then I realized I actually don't have any black sock yarn. I don't know what to do about the bugs, but whatever. So, like I was saying, I don't have any black sock yarn. So I'm either gonna have to buy some or just leave these as plain green socks for now. I don't know. But I think it'll be cute. I'm just starting the gusset increases on the second one. and so I'll update y'all on how that goes. I'll probably chart the brat if anyone wants the brat chart. Okay, so now I'll move on to my last thing. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a really short podcast. Sorry. I just don't have all my stuff with me. This is what I've been working on basically the whole time I've been at the cottage, which is a Moby Mini. Also for a cousin's baby. You guys, like, I just can't bring myself to knit a like fingering weight t-shirt right now. And so the only thing I can think of to knit are socks and baby knits. And you're just gonna have to bear with me. We're like on this journey together, you and me. And I'm just in my baby knits era. And just imagine I'm a giant and these are regular size knits. You know, like I'm still knitting sweaters. They're just small. This is a Moby Mini, a Moby Sweater Mini by Petite Knit. The phone's ringing. One moment. Okay, sorry. That was like kind of an irritating phone call, so now I'm in a bad mood. So I'll just like finish this up real quick. And I'll like just shut the fuck up about my Petite Knit guilt, okay? I've knit the Moby Mini sweater, okay? It's a pretty good pattern. Petite Knit has very straightforward, clear patterns that don't hold your hand. So there's a couple little bits where you're kind of like, and you do actually have to like read the whole section before you do things, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, it's been going pretty well. It's one of those ones where you knit like a kind of like trapezoid shaped back yoke. It's gotta go. Back yoke, and then you pick up, knit the shoulders, join, knit the front, etc. I am knitting this in some super vintage, like check out this label. Australian wool to 5-ply, which I'd say is kind of like a sport, versus I believe this is supposed to be a DK weight. Anyway, so I'm like way off gauge. So I've been kind of hybrid knitting between the size 4-5 and the size 1-2. So I wanted a size like 1 year sized sweater, but with my gauge I kind of needed to do stitch counts for the 4-year-old size, but then obviously with the length I did the 1-year-old size. It's looking very slim right now. I do think it'll block kind of a bit wider, and then maybe the proportions will look less ridiculous. I'm like lightly worried about the sleeve size. It feels also a little narrow, but we'll see if I can skedoodle that up. I'm using my new Chiaogu, however you're supposed to say it, interchangeable needles that I purchased from Johanna. Thank you, Johanna. I'm so glad you didn't like these needles because I love them. And I'm using like a 3.5 mil for the body, and then I did I think a 325 for the ribbing. But this is coming along swimmingly. It is quite cute. I wouldn't have thought it when I first look at it, but like I've completely memorized the chart. It's like not hard. I will say I think my seed stitch, moss stitch, I think it is, looks awful. I don't know why I think it looks so bad, but it like really looks terrible to me. I think maybe because I'm knitting it at like a slightly looser gauge. Like I probably could have sized down the needles even more, but then I would have been like way off. And I'm thinking that's why I'm getting this like really messy, shitty looking moss stitch. But maybe it looks fine on camera. Maybe I'm too close. You know, but I'm anticipating I'll finish this up soon. I obviously just have the 2 sleeves and the neckline to do. And she needs a block, and then she's a donezo. So this has been fun, very engaging. The texture keeps you very engaged. I love these faux cables. You just kind of do a combination of knitting together and then like re-knitting stitches, and you get these fun faux cable vibes. And overall I've just been really enjoying knitting on this, and I started this Today is Tuesday. I started this maybe a week ago. Maybe less. Maybe on Thursday. No, probably a week ago. Probably on Tuesday. So it's pretty good. I'll definitely finish this whole thing in the next couple days. So kind of a week and a half. But I've been like putting in some hours on this. Nothing to do at the cottage but knit and watch Love Island. So that's great. And then I'm sure you'll all be happy to know that I'm reunited with all my sock yarn. So I was going to do a little chatteroo on some of my plans. Thinking I won't really do that now because I'm, kind of grumpy. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a pair of socks next with this Van Gogh and this yellow as the contrast color. And I just think that's really cute. Again, this is just like a very Van Gogh-y yellow, so if I have enough left, I will also, it would also be really good in this Cafe Terrasse, Cafe Soir, I don't know, whichever word this one is. Upside down. What is it, Cafe Terrasse? I don't know. It has a couple names. And then this one is the bedroom scene. You've seen these before on the pod, I know. But this yellow is really just top tier for Van Gogh colors. And then I've been holding on to it for too long. I need to knit something with my strawberry yarn set that I got from Rose Hill Yarns at Knit City. I guess 2 years ago now? Or was that last year? I guess last year, only a year ago. That's not too bad. So, I also still have some hot pink. This is Screaming Chapel Roan, obviously. And other than that, I have no plans. The boat going by, you can probably hear it. What an end to the pod. Oh, I forgot to show. Look at this cute little, can you see it? Tassel stitch marker. I'm not using stitch marker right now because I'm magic looping, but this was what I was using for the Moby Mini, and it's so cute. That's why I brought it out specifically to show you that I'm matching. What's not to love about that? But yeah, sorry for the short pod. Sorry that I'm grumpy now, but such is life. And I will hopefully be back at you soon with my other shit that I've been working on so you can see it, because I know you're dying to see. Anyway, that's it from me. Find me on Instagram, send me a message, whatever, and subscribe, and yeah. Have a great day knitting. I hope you enjoyed whatever you were knitting while you watch this, and I will talk to you soon.